Okay. Basically, my goal here is to be able to use both of my expression pedals uh, on my entire um, rig. So this is basically my layout. I have this Behringer MIDI foot controller. The pedals are programmed with the global settings, so they're both set to transmit the CC messages on channel MIDI channel 1. Unfortunately, this doesn't have a omni-channel transmit function, so it has to be set to a single channel. And because this is connected through MIDI out into my Guitar Pod HD Pro. You can see, and that's on channel 1, so this is my primary unit. Now, out of this, I go MIDI out and through into this Digitech unit on MIDI channel 2. This is my secondary, and then I have a Line 6 bass pod, which is an older unit on channel 3. Right now, I'm not worried about this one. I don't use expression pedals for this one, but for this one, it's not what I primarily want to use the expression pedals for, but about 20% of the time I want to use the whammy effect, which you can't really see the screen, but I have the pedal set up for this on CC command number 10. So here on the Guitar Pod, what I'm trying to do is assign, you can see here, I want to assign the expression pedal 1 or 2, whichever one I want for that preset, to this case, as you can see, I have it set up on to transmit on MIDI channel 2, CC10, which is what I have set up here on the Digitech one. So you can see a little better now. But there you go. So, and I set this up just to make sure that the messages were going through. I changed the global setting just to test it on MIDI channel 2 with the CC10 command, and it does work. So it is going through the Guitar Pod unit and through MIDI through into this. I switched this back to MIDI channel 1 because realistically I want to be able to use both of these on the HD Pro most of the time. So I could show you that if I go to regular view, like for example, if I can assign this, right now it's set up for expression 2, but if I change this to 1, so this is working. So it is receiving expression pedal 1 command, which I think it's CC value 1 on MIDI channel 1, and that's how I'm able to control this here. But let's switch this back to 2 just to free it up. So it's on channel 2. So it is receiving the MIDI commands here on the Guitar Pod, but for some reason I don't believe it's sending it out to this. So the MIDI messages are going through because, for example, I have this set up, for example, to switch out a setting here. I think this is actually controlling the effects on and off. So I am able to do that. So the messages are going through. So it's not a problem with the pedal. The guitar pod, as I showed you, is receiving also messages from the expression pedals on MIDI channel 1 to the corresponding, I think line 6 designates FC triggers. And one more thing I want to show you is that it is, you can use this as a controller on the Digitech. So for example, if I set this up on the same MIDI channel, the MIDI settings, if I set up the global as channel 2, hopefully you can see this. I don't know why I didn't set that. But if I change the preset here, it also changes excuse me. It will change it on the Digitech, so it is issuing program changes. So I'm not really sure why you can issue program changes, but if you issue command changes, it won't work, even if I have assigned the correct MIDI channel. The controls are responding on the guitar pod, and you know, so the MIDI out and MIDI through are working fine. I'm just not really sure why this isn't working for the command changes. So basically the functionality I'm trying to use is what we have on the manual here. This is part of the manual. I followed the instructions as best as I could, but for some reason I don't believe that those commands are being issued when I set it up on the guitar pod. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, if maybe I'm missing something. Change it to channel 2. Channel 1, I'm sorry. So I have this set up. I want expression pedal 1 to transmit on MIDI channel 2, CC number 10. That value range is fine. For some reason, it's just not working. So I'm pretty sure the Digitech is set to receive, because it is receiving other commands when they're issued directly from the pedal. I don't believe that the guitar pod is actually sending these commands out. So I'm not really sure if there's another setting that I haven't done yet, or if there's an issue with my unit. So I hope I was able to explain this well. So I will upload this and see if it can help you.